Hello, everyone, and welcome to the latest of our 2025-26 pre-season interviews right here on Lightning TV. My name is Aaron Viles. I'm one of the matchday commentators at the Thunderdome, and joining me for the latest of these shows to talk all things ice hockey is none other than Lightning stalwarts and all-around fan favourites in Buckinghamshire. It is, of course, the great James Griffin. So, Griff, first things first, I've got to ask, mate, how's your summer been so far?
Summer's been good. Summer's been good. It's just obviously family, kids, Noah and Lily. Just been travelling. We went to Mallorca. Me and Julian went to Milan last week. So it's just been travelling, enjoying summer, enjoying working out, and just being a normal human being, not a hockey player.
Well, I imagine it is quite nice. They're quite intense, aren't they? The hockey campaigns, and obviously we've got a very busy season coming up later on in the year as well. And how have you enjoyed your downtime for the time being, Griff? Just almost switching off from the frenetic nature of the season.
What have we been doing, or just how.
Yeah, just how have you switched off?
Well, weirdly enough, I bought a road bike that I thought I'd never do. I was one of those people that probably moan about road cyclists, and then I've got the spandex and the road bike now, so keeps your fitness up, gets me out, not out in the sun, a few hours on my own. Working out's been a lot. I play a lot of golf, not very well, but I do play a lot of golf. Obviously with some of the teammates, friends around the area, and then just obviously just family time, football with my son, playing with my daughter, anything like that, really.
Well, it is important, isn't it, to have that time to switch off and get ready for what will be a very, very busy winter. But before we get into our chats about this upcoming campaign, we've got to talk a little bit about last season because, let's face it, the 24-25 campaign finished off in quite some style, didn't it, with that victory in front of the travelling supports at the Coventry Sky Dome. Just before we get into our chats about this season, Griff, how do you personally reflect on last year's campaign and what were the lessons that you can take away from that season?
I think personally, and probably the team, like we had a lot of ups and downs last year. It's funny because if you ask me or ask probably any player on the team that last year, how was it? Obviously, the ending was amazing, and most people will remember the ending. That's why people like to win the playoffs. But in my opinion, winning the league is the most consistent thing to do, the most games to win, and that is what as a team we want to achieve is to win the league. Obviously, winning the playoffs is great; it's unbelievable. I love to win it every year, but I think the league is so close to us by 1 point. I think learning by little mistakes they add up over the years, and minimise the mistakes. You might have more of a chance this year.
We certainly will, and it was very, very closely fought, wasn't it? You mentioned there the race to the top, Leeds pipping us to the post by just that one singular point. It will be a case of just minimising those mistakes this season. But before we get into that chat, Griff, just one final thing from 24-25. It was, of course, your testimonial year. So, first and foremost, congratulations on that. I hear that it went very, very well. Just again in reflection, just how special was that to be recognised by a club which is so close and dear to your heart?
Yeah, obviously it's an honour to have. It's quite overwhelming how many people turned up, all the events. It's really hard to explain. The way I explain it to most people and my friends, it's like having a wedding but not having your wife there. It just being on your own and everyone focused on you. But no, it was unbelievable, great turnout, and it just shows how amazing fans are in MK. They really are. They are just a family and just amazing. So yeah.
They certainly are, and it's a very, very special club, isn't it? I say that after 1 year of working for this organisation. Honestly, best fans in the country, so can't really add much more to that. And just speaking of this club and what it means to you, Griff, of course, you're entering your 11th season now. Last year was 10 years in a row at this organisation. What does the Milton Keynes Lightning mean to James Griffin?
Uh, what does it mean to me? A privilege. family. So it's my second home, really. I don't really know without it, really. Obviously, I've got a lot of friends there that are still there, and just going there every week. I'd feel a bit odd not going to Milton Keynes. I think not traveling to Milton Keynes every week and playing. So yeah, it is generally just it's just family. It's just seeing the same faces. Like we said before, that I think the word is family. It's such a family team, and it's just an unbelievable place to play.
It really is, and obviously you're a massive, massive favourite amongst those fans as well. Will be happy to see you back in action in 25-26. And speaking of the upcoming campaign, we've got to talk about this brand new season, still very much in the summer when we're recording this, but obviously plenty to look forward to. In terms of your role on the defensive side, Griff, what kind of role do you see yourself playing as that experienced figure and the leader of that defensive unit heading into this season?
Um, I think it's just a stay-at-home D-man, really. I try to. Obviously, I get some mad rushes sometimes, but I think the older I get, it's more just trying to keep the puck out of our end and give it to our forwards. I think that's the end goal for me. That is my part of the game that I try to provide. Help out the younger guys, like obviously Malik. Played with Malik a lot last year. Give it to Malik and let him do his thing, and I'll just stand at the back and watch.
Fair enough. And yeah, Malik had a tremendous season, didn't he? Second team All Star and was absolutely phenomenal. And speaking of Malik, Patrick Forsberg, Ed Nags, Archie Salisbury, how excited are you to get back out on the ice and play with those guys in that unit once more?
Yeah, great. Obviously, Spads as well. It's just yeah, all really good guys. All really work hard. All want the same thing. Just want to win. We all want to win. So it's just a good core. Uh, Good range of young lads to obviously my age, me and Patrick. So yeah, it's just exciting to get back, and it's nice to have the same sort of faces. We know we can do it together. So it's trying to bring it together.
100%. And you mentioned those young players as well. Is that something that you envision yourself taking on this season in terms of almost being a bit of a mentor and a guide to those up and coming players?
Um, so I wouldn't say guide. Some of these guys are better than me. So, like, well, most of these guys are better than me. So, trying to be a guide, I think it's obviously I went through that when I was younger. So, you learn from a lot older players. When you're older, you get tips and tricks, and they get passed down. And then obviously you give a little bit of tips and tricks to them, and hopefully in the future they do the same thing. It's just giving back. But no, like it's just they're all really good guys. They're all really nice people. It's just unreal place, really good place to play, and some really good guys to play with.
And of course, we've mentioned there, Griff, about the already established guys, your Maliks, your Jordans, your Archies, for example. But there is a raft of fresh talent also entering the club this season with the likes of Dominic Gabai, the Osborne brothers. You've got the two Joshes on the defensive unit, Jona Jokinen and Ilya Karenchuk. How excited are you to see that wave of fresh talents in that team? And how much have you managed to see of their talent so far?
Obviously, every year is like it's in start of the year. See what guys because you don't get as competition at the start of the year. Obviously, guys don't know the new guys come in. I've only seen a couple of these guys. Obviously, Josh Kelly and Dominic Gavage. Obviously, Josh Kelly seems physical. That's great. That's a bit similar to me. So, and then Dominic is how many times in games? So he's a very good hockey player. So to get that at practice every week is going to be really, really fun. Uh, but apart from that, I haven't seen much. But like I think Timmy and Joe would probably have chose these guys for a reason. They join the environment. They're the right people, good hockey players, and that's why they come to Milton Keynes like them.
They certainly do, and when you join a club as prestigious as the Milton Keynes Lightning, everybody's got one thing on their mind, and it's silverware, isn't it? Of course, we've already spoken about last season finishing the campaign in style at Coventry Weekend. It is the million-dollar question, Griff, but in your view, what are your aspirations, your hopes, your dreams for this upcoming season, both from a team level and, of course, a personal perspective as well?
I think at team level is pretty obvious. I think you wouldn't be an MK Lightning player if you don't say the three. Like there's no point turning up on day one if you're not hoping to at least try. And I think that starts now. I think obviously working out in the summer, being ready for the puck drops. Obviously, first game of Coventry. But yeah, win all three. I think anything short of that, we're not happy. And then personally, I think score more than 3 goals. Might be nice to beat last year. No, it's just overall goals is just do my job, be a good leader, play physical, and just stick to my role. Don't be anything you're not, and just be good at that.
Most definitely, and it goes without saying, Griff, but obviously we're all wishing you nothing but the very best of luck in those endeavours this season. And just one final concluding question from me, of course, is with regards to the fans who we've spoken about at length. What message do you have to the fans of the Milton Keynes Lightning as we approach this brand new campaign?
Where do you want to begin? Do exactly the same as last year. The players turn up, be loud, be an extra player on the ice because that is exactly what you are. Without us turning up the rink and playoffs, you are an extra player on the ice for us, and it is an amazing place to play. And without the fans, it is nothing. So yeah, just be loud and proud, and we will play for the shirt.
Most definitely. I think that is a message that we can definitely echo here on Lightning TV as well. But all that is left for me to say, Griff, is a massive thank you. We appreciate you, as always, taking the time, and we're wishing you all the very best of luck heading into this campaign. And, of course, for the wonderful Lightning fans out there, we hope that you've enjoyed the latest of these interviews, and we'll see you back at the Thunderdome shortly as we approach the brand new season.